children, welcome back to Gurudeva Online 6th Standard Mathematics class. I am Niranjan Chan. Third period, playing with numbers. Okay, Choto, let us start our class from first question, exercise 3.2. All of you open on page 53. All of you write in your notebook, exercise 3.2, headline, next first question, next solution. Don't write second one because second main are true or false. Don't write, just write in your textbook. Go to third main and solution, fourth main, fourth question and solution, fifth question and solution. Okay? Yes, let us start. First one. What is the sum of any two odd numbers and even numbers? Let us talk about odd and even number properties. I think you have learnt in third standard properties of odd number and also even number. First one is odd number. Observe here. Sum of any two odd numbers is an even number. Any two odd numbers, the sum is even number. Let us check out. 5 is odd number plus 7 is odd number. If we add two odd number, the final sum is even number. Okay, Choto, if we add any two odd number, the final sum is even number. You may take any number, no problem at all. Next one is even number. The sum of any two even number is an even number. If we add any two even number, the final sum is also even number. Let us check out. We will prove through the example. I'll choose 6 plus 2. 6 is even number, 2 is even number. The final sum is also even number. So this is the solution. You may choose any even numbers. The final sum is even number. Let us move next main. State whether the following statements are true or false. The first question, the sum of three odd numbers is even. Is it true or false? I don't know. Let us check out. 1. Consider three odd numbers. 1 is odd number, 3 is odd number. Next I will choose 5 is odd number. What about sum? Observe here. 5 plus 1 is equals to 6. 6 plus 9 is equals to 6 plus 3 is equals to 9. So 9 is odd number. So that's why the first statement, if we add any three odd number, the final sum is odd number, not even number. So the first statement is false. He has given even number, but we won't get an even number. It is odd number. Okay, Choto? The sum of two odd numbers and one even number is even. Let us check out. Two odd numbers and one even number. Two odd numbers. 1 and also 2. Two odd number, one even number. I'll choose 2. So what about number is even? Let us check out. Shall we get even or not? 3 plus 1 is equals to 4. 4 plus 2 is equals to 6. Yes. If we choose any two odd number, one even number, the final sum is even number. So the second statement is true. Third statement. The product of three odd numbers is odd. Of course, it is true. The product of three odd numbers is true. The product of three odd numbers is always odd number. So the third statement also true. You may take any numbers and find the product. D. If an even number is divided by 2, the quotient is always odd. Actually wrong. If we divide by even, see, if an even number is divided by 2, even number is divided by even number, the quotient is always even number, not odd number. So the statement is false. Okay, Choto? Next question is, or next statement, all prime numbers are odd. Sorry, all prime numbers are odd, not. Just recall the last class. So the one and only 2 is the even number. Not that is 2 is also one of the even numbers, one of the prime number. 2 is also one of the prime number. Rest of the numbers also prime number, but not all prime numbers are odd. Of course, except 2, rest of the prime numbers are odd. But he has given a statement all, all prime numbers. Actually, the statement is wrong. Okay, Choto, the 2 is even prime number. So we must consider 2. Except 2, all prime numbers are odd. Okay, Choto? F. Prime numbers do not have any factors. No, the prime numbers have factors. Actually, it is wrong statement. Prime numbers have factors, but the only two factors. That is what we call as prime numbers, isn't it? Prime numbers do not have any factor. Prime numbers have factor. Do not have any factor. That is wrong. So do not have. That's why the statement is wrong. Prime numbers have a factor, but two factors, not more than two factors. Next statement. Sum of two prime numbers is always even. Of course it is right. Sum of two prime numbers. Sum of two prime numbers. Sorry, it is wrong. Sum of two prime numbers. I'll give you conclusion. It is false statement. Sum of two prime numbers. The prime numbers is nothing but it starts from 2. 2 is even number. Observe here. 2 plus another prime number is 3. If we add, what is the sum? The sum is 5. 5 is an odd number. But the statement is sum of two prime number is always even. Sorry, the sum of two prime numbers might be odd and also even, but not only even. Are you clear, Chotu? It is odd number, so that's why the statement is wrong. Except 2, it might become different. Okay. Next question, next statement. 2 is the only even prime number. Of course, it is right statement. 2 is one and only the 2 is even prime number. Okay, it is true statement. Okay, Chotu? Next. All even numbers are composite numbers. All even numbers are composite numbers. It is false statement. It is false statement. All even numbers are composite numbers. Sorry, it is false statement. Just you you must go through the last class. Okay, sieve of Eratosthenes method. Just observe a tabular column. You will get an answer. It is false. Last statement, the product of two even number is always even. Of course it is right. The product is nothing but multiplication. The product of two even number is always even number. This is true statement. Okay, Chotu? Let us move. Third one. This belongs to textbook. Third one. The numbers 13 and 31 are prime numbers. Both these numbers have same digits 1 and 3. Find such pairs of prime numbers up to 100. Dear Chotu, observe here. It's a very interesting question. 13 and 31. Just interchange the number. 13 also prime number. 31 also prime number. It seems as if most similar. As the same way, which are the rest of the other prime numbers like these? Which are those? I'll write answer. You go through the tabular column, last class tabular column. Okay, this tabular column. Observe all of you. Okay. The first number is 17 and 71. Condition is 2 must be prime number. Okay, see, observe here 17 and 71. This is also one type of number. Okay, prime number. Next, 37 and 73. Observe here 3773. Okay, next one is 79 and 97. Okay, Chotu, these three are the answers. Okay. 79 is prime number, 97 is also prime number, 37 prime number, 73 also prime number. This is the answer. What is the special in the given answer? See, same digits, it vice versa process. 3773. Here 7997. Okay, it is a special thing in the given problem. Okay, let us move. Fourth question. Write down separately the prime and composite numbers less than 20. As usual, observe a given tabular column. Okay, observe a given tabular column. You will get answer less than 100. We need to write a prime numbers and composite numbers separately. 100 not less than 20. Less than 20. Just observe here. Here is a picture. Observe picture and write your answer. Prime numbers less than 20. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. Next one is 17, 13, 19. These are all prime numbers. Next, composite numbers. Observe here, composite numbers less than 20. Which are those? 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, next 16, next 18. These are all the composite numbers. Composite numbers is nothing but these numbers have more than 2 factors. Prime numbers is nothing but these numbers have only 2 factors. Okay, this is question number 4. Let us move question number 5. What is the greatest prime number between 1 and 10? Greatest prime number between 1 and 10 is 7. Observe a picture here. Greatest prime number, which is the greatest prime number in between 1 to 10, that is 7. So 7 is the answer. 7 is the greatest prime number between 1 and 10. Clear, Choto? 6th one. Express the following as the sum of 2 odd primes. There are 4 questions: 44, 36, 24, 18. These numbers must be represented as a 2 odd primes. 2 odd primes. Sum of 2 odd primes. The first one is 44. The 44, it can be represented by 2 odds are 3 plus 41. Dear Choto, 3 is prime number, 41 is prime number. It is 2 prime number. Next, 36. 36 can be represented as a 2 prime numbers are 5 plus 31. 5 plus 31 is equals to 36. And also 24. 24 can be represented by 2 primes are 5 plus 5 plus 19. 5 plus 19 are, you may represent 5 plus 19 are 17 plus 7. Okay, 17 plus 7. Next 18. 18 can be represented as 5 plus 13. Or you may represent 11 plus 7. 11 plus 7. No problem at all. These are all the representation of odd primes. Okay. Let us move 7th question. Give 3 pairs of prime numbers whose difference is 2. See, 2 prime numbers whose difference is 2 are called twin primes. Let us find the twin primes. Those are 5 and 3. Write a question, 7th question, and here is answer. 5 and 3. Okay, Choto. 5 minus 3 is equals to 2. Next one is 13 and 11. Next one is 19 and 17. 13, sorry, this is 13 minus 11. 13 minus 11 is equals to 2. 19 minus 17 is equals to 2. So these numbers called as twin primes. Okay, Choto. 8th question. Which of the following numbers are prime? There are 4 numbers. Out of 4 numbers, which are primes? Which are prime numbers? 23, 51, 37, 26. Prime numbers are, first one, 23 and also 37 are the prime number. 23 and 37 are prime numbers. Option number 1 and option number A, option number C, prime numbers. Okay, Choto. 9th question. Write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100 so that there is no prime number between them. Dear Choto, observe a picture. 7 consecutive composite number. 7 consecutive. You must know what is the meaning of consecutive. Consecutive is nothing but one after next one. Need not to get any gap. For example, write any 3 consecutive. 1, 2, 3. 1 after 2, 2 after 3. Don't write 1, 4, 3. 1, 4, 5. Don't write. Okay. Consecutive is nothing but one after next one. Like a counting numbers. So which are the 7 consecutive numbers in a given tabular column? I mean, just we have discussed in the last class. Okay. Eratosthenes method tabular column. Which are the 9 consecutive numbers? 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are all 7 consecutive numbers. No prime numbers in between these. Okay. Observe a tabular column. You will get a complete idea. Consecutive is nothing but one after next. Observe here 90 after 91, 91 after 92, 91 after not 93. So these are all the 7 consecutive numbers. Are consecutive composite numbers less than 100. This is the solution of 9th question. Let us move 10th one. Express each of the following numbers as the sum of 3 odd primes. There are 4 questions. Observe here. We need to express the given number in the form of sum of 3 odd primes. 3 odd primes. First question is 21. Sum of 3 odd primes. 21 can be represented as sum of 3 odd primes are 3 is prime number, 7 is prime number, 11 is prime number. If we add these 3 numbers, then finally we will get 21. This is what the expression. Expression expressed by the 3 odd primes. 31 can be represented as the 3 odd primes are 3 plus 17 plus 11. So if we add these 3 numbers, we get 31. Condition is we must be represented in the form of 3 odd primes. Odd numbers. Use odd numbers. Okay. 53. 13 plus 17 plus 23. See, these 3 numbers also are prime numbers. So summation of these 3 prime numbers is 53. Okay. 4th one is you must solve yourself. 11th one. Write 5 pairs of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is divisible by 5. Condition is divisible by 5. Dear Chotu, we need to write 3 pairs of prime numbers less than 20. 3 pairs of prime numbers less than 20 that must be divisible by 5. Observe here 11 plus 19. If we add 11 plus 19, we will get 30. 30 is a divisible by 5. Clear? 30 is a divisible 5. I mean 30 divided by 5, the quotient is 0. Okay, Choto? Next. 13 plus 2. 13 is a prime number. 2 is prime number. 13 plus 2 is equals to 15. 15 is the divisible by 5. Okay. Next. 13 plus 7. 13 plus 7 is equals to 20. 20 is also divisible by 5. 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 is equals to 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. So the 5 is divisible by 5. Okay. 17 plus 3. 17 plus 3 is equals to 20. 20 is also divisible by 5. The condition is divisible by 5. Write a 11th question and write your answer. So this is belongs to notes. 10th question belongs to notes. See 12th question. 12th question dashes. You must write in textbook itself. First question. A number which has only 2 factors is called dash. 2 factors is called prime number. Okay. A number, second one, a number which has more than 2 factors is called composite numbers. One is neither prime number nor composite number. Fourth question D. Smallest prime number is 2. E. Next question. Smallest composite number is dash. Smallest composite number is 4. Very smallest composite number is 4. Last question. The smallest even number is dash. Smallest even number is 2. Okay. This is what the exercise 3.2. This is belongs to 12th question and also second question belongs to textbook. Rest of the thing in your notes. In next class, we will discuss about tests for divisibility of numbers. It's very easiest concept. Let us discuss in the next period, and also we will discuss about 3.3 exercise problems. Until practice these once again, it's very helpful to you. Okay. Have a nice day. Thank you.